Hey, have you been feeling like the world is just a bit shaky lately? Yeah, you are definitely not alone. So today, we're going to dive into some really powerful ideas for how to ground yourself and how to find your own power when everything out there just feels, well, chaotic. All right, so first things first, let's just acknowledge what's in the air, right? There's this collective anxiety that is so real. And you know what? The very first step is just to face it head on. Wow, this quote, it just hits home, doesn't it? It really gets to the heart of what we're all feeling. See, it's not just some vague worry about the world. It boils down to that one fundamental question we're all asking ourselves. Am I going to be okay? And that's a feeling so many of us are wrestling with right now. And look, these feelings aren't just popping up out of thin air. The source material points to some very real, concrete things causing this stress. We're talking about geopolitical tensions, rising prices for gas and oil. It all creates this huge cloud of uncertainty that we can all feel. You know what it is? It's that constant, overwhelming feed of news, day in and day out.
Okay, so, faced with all of that, what on earth can we do? This brings us to a really crucial shift in perspective. And I mean, this is a shift that can honestly change how you approach, well, pretty much everything.
So I want you to just pause and really think about this for a second. With everything that's happening, all the stuff that's completely out of your hands, where is your true power? Where does your actual influence lie? The answer? Well, it might be a lot closer than you think.
And boom, here it is. The answer laid out perfectly. We've got to separate reality into two different worlds. On one side, you've got the outer world. That's the storm, right? All the chaos we can't control. But then, look at the other side. That's your inner world. That is where your true power is. It's in your focus, your response, and your own sense of peace.
This quote right here is the absolute core of this whole idea. And notice, it's not about pretending the storm outside isn't happening. No way. It's about realizing that the real work, the only work we can truly, actually do, is right here, cultivating calm on the inside. That is the shift. That's how you go from feeling helpless to feeling empowered. Okay, so that sounds great, but how do we actually do that? How do we strengthen our inner world? Let's get practical with a simple toolkit you can start using literally today. Here we go, a simple 3-step routine to ground yourself. Okay, step 1, disconnect. Before all the news and notifications come rushing in, just claim that first moment of the day for yourself. Keep the phone off. Step 2, breathe. It sounds so basic, but just a few conscious breaths can literally reset your entire nervous system. And finally, step 3, reconnect. And I don't mean with Wi-Fi. I mean with yourself, with the earth. This is how you build a stable foundation to face the day. Now, beyond just a daily practice, this is also about a conscious choice you make from moment to moment. It's about deciding what kind of energy you want to live in and what kind of energy you want to put out into the world. Let this one sink in for a second. It is such a powerful idea. It's about creating a conscious boundary, a firewall, between the world's chaos and your own inner peace. You don't have to let all that anxiety become your anxiety. You actually get to choose your own internal climate.
So the source material sets up this really powerful contrast. Because let's be honest, we see and hear about fear constantly. It often feels like the dominant story out there.
And the answer to that is to be a beacon of love. That is the active choice. It's not about being naive or ignoring the darkness, but it's about consciously choosing to generate light right in the middle of it. And this is exactly what that choice looks like in the real world. You can choose peace when there's chaos all around you. You can choose love in the face of fear. These aren't just fluffy, nice ideas. They're active, powerful decisions we can make every single day that shape not just our own inner world, but our little corner of the outer world too. So let's bring this all home and tie it all together with the single most important concept, the one thing that underpins everything we've talked about. It really all comes down to this.
Here is the key to everything. Your attention is your most valuable currency. Think about it like money. Where do you invest it every day? Because where you spend that attention determines exactly how you feel. If you spend it on things you can't control, you drain your account and end up with anxiety. But if you invest it inward, you build a massive wealth of personal power.
And that, right there, is the ultimate takeaway. This is the guiding principle for navigating not just these crazy times, but any challenge life ever throws your way. This is the core practice of wisdom, knowing the difference between what's yours to hold on to and what's yours to simply let go of.
So I'll leave you with this question to think about. The noise of the world, it isn't going away, but your power to choose where you focus, that is always, always yours. So, what will you choose to focus on today? Thanks for tuning in.